What's good, group number one? For those of you who are drawn to the first image, this is going to be your reading today. We're going to be getting some messages on what's your money going to be looking like in the year 2026. It is December 2025 as I'm recording. I'll be doing a little series of 2026 predictions. But the first one that kind of came up to me was money. A lot of people kind of focus on money, which nothing wrong with that at all. But we're going to see what your money going to be looking like in the year 2026. So spirit guides, angels, benevolent, and venerated ancestors, this is for group number one. What is group number one's, what's the energy surrounding group number one's money in the year of 2026? All right. For the year 2026, what does group number one's money looking like? Any finance messages for group one? Okay. Hold on, let me get a couple cards. Can you clarify that? So the first thing I'm kind of getting, so the first card that came out was the Five of Swords. I believe it came out in reverse. They fell on the ground over here, but Five of Swords in reverse is about making amends. So the first thing that kind of came to mind was, I feel like 2025 may not have been the best year for you financially. So it's almost like the universe is making amends for the lessons, because you had the Two of Wands that came out to clarify it. So there were some lessons that you had to learn this year, or maybe even the past 2 years, regarding finances. For many of you, this is regarding maybe how you make money, your approach to money, your mindset regarding money. But there was a specific lesson that you needed to learn regarding money and finances before the universe blessed you with, money and finances, or financial, abundance and prosperity. So because you had to go through those lessons the past year or two, it's like the universe is kind of making up for you having to go through those lessons. So it's kind of like Saturn, Jupiter type of energy. I don't know, some of you may even be in your Saturn return. But yeah, I feel like, again, there were some lessons you had to learn, some things that you had to, I'm hearing, unlearn. So some limiting beliefs or even values that you may have held regarding money, maybe how to make money, how to budget money, like whatever that may have looked like for you. You had to learn, you had to work through that first before the universe was able to bring you blessings and abundance financially. Here at the bottom of the deck, you have the Death card. So yeah, a lot of change and transformations that you had to go through regarding finances this year. So going into 2026, I feel like expect some sort of financial blessing within the next, or within that first 2 to 5 months of the year. I know that for some of you that may sound like a long time, but it's like the universe is playing catch up, because the card that came out after that is the King of Pentacles. So 2026 is going to be a very abundant year for you financially. Excuse me. And specifically, I see more resources coming in for you in the year 2026. I see you also, especially with this Two of Wands energy, Two of Wands, King of Pentacles, it's like building on something. Because Two of Wands is about like planning, progression, looking forward to the future. So I see you building something, a strong foundation regarding your finances. So for many of you, this could be you maybe starting a business. This could maybe be like a side hustle. But I see you pulling in multiple streams of income. And it's like you're the first, that's why it's like the first 2 to 5 months of the year, because that first, like during that time, you're going to be um, building something that's going to be more, that's going to be very long lasting for you. So that way you're not like having to depend on um, others, or I wouldn't even say that, because for some of you this may come in the form of some type of partnership. You got two. So for some of you this could be a type of partnership of some sort, or maybe a team or a network of people. But I definitely see you receiving some sort of help or support with this. But again, it's going to be you building this, you taking that time, that effort, that energy into something, into planning something, or even into like planning your year out. Maybe you're learning to budget better. Maybe you're, getting into more, financial literacy. But whatever this is that you'll be building on within that first 2 to 5 months of your year is going to bring you long lasting abundance. It's going to be you building a long lasting empire that's going to, you know, bring you a windfall of money, like multiple streams of income and money here. What else? What else? But yeah, it's like the universe is like making it up for you, or to you, for you having to go through so many lessons. Interesting. Anything else on this? So, Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So, 2026 is going to be a very successful year for you financially. Again, that first part of the year, or maybe even for many of you, that first half of the year, again, it's more of you planning, putting things together, getting things set up right, budgeting well. Um, some of you may even get like money that comes in, and you're going to have to like budget that money to make sure that you're investing it properly. Two of Wands, again, is more, could be investment energy here. So you got the Ten of Swords, which is everything is fine. Three of Pentacles, so that collaboration energy. So for some of you, this could come in the form of a collaboration of some sort, that's going to really put you on your, give you your best foot forward. Then you have the Justice in reverse. Um, for somebody here, a contract could be significant here. Signing something could be significant. Maybe you got approval for something, or you'll get approved for something. Something very significant about the first half of 2026. Um, Again, it's more of planning, getting things together, while that second half is more justice upright. So things finally balancing out for you. You'll start to see little glimpses of it during that first half of the year, but you probably won't see it full out into fruition until closer to maybe like the summertime, going into the second half of 2026. So a little bit more patience is going to be kind of asked of you, group number one. Um, Things are working out for you very, very well. Something about September, excuse me, and October can be very significant for you. Um, Somebody here, you can be putting together some sort of like program, um, or maybe putting together like a product or a service of some sort. I'm picking up entrepreneur vibes from y'all. Um, But again, it's that energy of like planning something, putting something together that's going to lead you to financial stability and abundance. But again, for many of you, um, you can be working with somebody, you can be getting advice from somebody, um, but you'll have some type of help or support here. And I feel like you're going to have a lot of admiration with this Three of Pentacles, Six of Wands energy. So a lot of people are going to be admiring you, admiring your work, your services, your product, whatever it may be for you. Um, you may have quite a bit of people admiring um, the work that you're putting out there, or even the effort that you're putting into things. Ten of Swords. So, um, 2026 is going to be the end of any financial um, instability instability that you may be facing or have faced in the past. So go into 2026 with the mindset of I'm financially abundant, I'm financially free, I'm financially stable, I'm safe, I'm grounded, I'm protected. Um, but yeah, it just feels like things are finally coming together for you in 2026. Um, but again, the first half of the year, just kind of sit with yourself and sit with your finances and plan for the best. So let's say you're wanting to earn, I don't know, $10,000 a month in income. I see nothing wrong with that. I think that's very feasible. I think it's very doable. But plan ahead. Like, go ahead and make a budget sheet. And that's how you manifest also. Make a budget sheet. I have $10,000 that came in this month. This is what this $10,000 are going to go towards every month. How am I going to invest this? What's going to go towards my bills? What's going to go towards my self-care? What's going to go towards my vacations? You know, start planning ahead of time on how you would spend that money that you're going to be receiving each month. So yeah, that biggest thing for you in 2026 regarding your finances is planning, like planning ahead and planning towards the future. Investment is going to be very, very significant for you this year. Maybe you're receiving some sort of help or support with how to invest, or how to invest more properly. Let's get a fortune cookie here, or fortune cookie card for you. And that's funny, as I split the deck and shuffled it, what's here at the bottom is wisdom. It says to focus on the past is to lose the future. Heed advice from a older person, which will allow you to move on. So many of you may be receiving some sort of wisdom or communication. That's so crazy. As I split the deck again, communication. Um, a reunion could bring love or a rekindling of friendships. A lucky win seems likely. So definitely a lot of communication this year. Be open to it. Um, Something about reading in between the lines. Just be careful of any like contracts you may be signing this year. Even if you got approved for like a lease or something, um, make sure you're reading your lease. Make sure you're not, signing something that could end up biting you in the ass later on. And I have a fortune cookie for group number one's finances for the year of 2026. But yeah, definitely move forward with wisdom. Take the lessons that you've learned over the past 2 years regarding money and finances, the tough times that you've had to go through, um, and how you've made it out of those tough times, and apply that, for yourself moving forward. Damn. Does this card even have anything? Okay, had to breathe a little life into it. So you got commitment. It says a commitment is indicated around love or business. It will make you feel better. So yeah, you're gonna have some really good fortune come in regarding like your business, entrepreneurship. I feel like that's kind of the direction that your spirit guides are leading you. Group number one, I just feel like you may not necessarily be meant for that. Maybe not necessarily the 9 to 5 life or 9 to 6 really. Um, there's nothing wrong with it. Maybe you can have your you know day full-time day job while also bringing in an additional stream of income from a from like an outside source, or like again some other stream of income here, maybe investment, a side hustle, something like that. But whatever it is going to be very, very successful. I definitely feel like you're going to be receiving some sort of help from that. Again, it says a commitment of some sort. So you may have some sort of business partnership, or somebody just coming in who wants to kind of pour into your cup and provide you with some sort of guidance, some sort of wisdom. This could definitely be like an older individual, somebody a little bit older than you or more experienced than you are in something, that could be really putting you on game this year. That's going to really help you financially in the long run. So definitely, keep your ears open, listen to whatever advice or guidance you can be receiving from somebody here. Um, but yeah, group number one, I think it's going to be a great year for you financially speaking. Just kind of get through that first couple of months. And that's not for everybody. Some of you, this could go quickly. That first little part of planning could go very quickly, and then you got things coming in for you. So just take what resonates there. Be positive and optimistic about it. Um, but yeah, group number one, I think these are all the messages that I'm seeing for you. So let me know how the reading resonates for you in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I'll see you in my next reading. Peace out. Let's go group number two. For those of you who are drawn to the second image, this is going to be your reading today. We're going to be getting some messages on your year of 2026 regarding your money and finances. Guess just get some predictions on that. I'll be doing a little series of predictions for 2026. I guess first up is money and finances, because we want to know about money and finances. So um, we'll be getting some messages, seeing what comes up for y'all. And I'll be doing other ones soon also. All right, Spirit guys, this is for group number two. Group number two, please deliver clear, guided, healing, accurate messages on today. For group number two, on their year of 2026, what's their money going to be looking like? What are some messages regarding their money and finances for group number two in 2026? I knew this was going to come out. Okay. All right. So, you got the Six of Swords that came out first, the World card, the Moon, and then the Nine of Swords. Then at the bottom of the deck, you have the Fool. So I love that you got both the World and the Fool, both the first and the last card in the Major Arcana. I feel like 2025 has been quite a stressful year for you financially. Definitely worried about how things are going to happen, when things are going to get done, how things are going to get paid. Um, am I going to get that job, that promotion, that raise? Like a lot of in your head this year. So I feel like um, with the world here, that cycle is completing and you're moving into calmer waters going into 2026. Um, I feel like there was a cycle that needed to be complete. This is a little similar to group number one. If you're drawn to group one, definitely check it out. But there was a cycle that needed to complete. I'm hearing karma. There was some karmic debt that had to be paid back. How long has that been going? For some of you, this could have been a cycle from the past. I'm hearing 6 years, up to 6 years for some of you. There was a cycle that needed to be complete, or some karmic debt that needed to be paid. Um, Not necessarily that you did anything wrong, but more so of, for some of you, this could have been like a generational cycle, like a generational curse or a generational, cycle of some sort. Maybe this for some of you was like a past life karmic debt. But yeah, there feel like something needed to be paid off karmically or energetically speaking. And I feel like going into 2026, that karmic debt has been paid. That cycle is complete. And you're now starting a new, fresh, clean slate going into 2026. So, can you clarify this moon? I'm going to keep that full though. You got three major arcanas here, so it seemed like a pretty significant year for you, financially speaking. Somebody here, you can be filing bankruptcy and kind of starting over financially that way. That's not for everybody. Very specific for somebody here. Okay. So you got, I wanted to clarify the moon, and to clarify the moon, you got the Seven of Pentacles. Um, yeah, so there was some subconscious beliefs surrounding money, some self limiting beliefs surrounding money or finances that you had to clear out. Maybe you come from a family or um, environment where, maybe you were taught that you got to stress about money, or you got to work hard for money, or if you don't work, you don't eat, shit like that, to where like you felt like, or you had this belief that money equals stress, or money equals um, having, blood, sweat, and tears. There were some subconscious beliefs surrounding money or surrounding how to earn money that you needed to work through and kind of let go. And I feel like going into 2026, if not already, you've definitely worked through that. And because you have worked through that, or are putting in the effort to work through that, you are receiving, a new beginning in your finances here. Y'all got a heavy energy over here. So I feel like 2026, there seems to be a lot of investing in yourself, or investing in your dreams, investing in your goals this year. And as you continue to invest in yourself and invest in like your future, you're definitely going to start to see positive growth, positive change, and definitely, again, going into calmer waters. Um, Life is going to, I feel like 2026, life is going to feel a lot more freer for you regarding your finances. I feel like you're going to be going from this Nine of Swords energy of being stressed and just worn out and just mentally drained and tired and just kind of overthinking regarding your finances, to this more kind of carefree type of energy, and this energy of money flows to me easily. I just have to exist. I just have to live life. I just have to keep pouring into myself. Um, but I don't have to stress myself out for money, for, a couple of dollars. I can, receive abundance because I'm an abundant individual. Money loves me and I love money. I feel like I see you working with like affirmations this year, or you may be kind of advised to work more with affirmations this year to help bring in more money. But I definitely, again, I see you not stressing about money. I see you shifting out of that mindset of work hard for it to now money just flows to me. I am an abundant individual. It comes to me just like that, just like that. So I definitely see a big mindset shift for you in the year 2026. Maybe for some of you, not off the bat. Maybe for some of you, this is more of like what to look forward to. Um, so as they work on their mindset regarding money, spirit, what would be the outcome of that? As they work on this mindset shift regarding money, what would be the outcome of it? Yeah, I definitely see you like letting go and releasing old thought patterns and mindsets that just no longer serve you, that no longer serve your abundance, no longer serves your prosperity. You got, dang, Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands, and then the Five of Wands. So definitely a little bit of inner conflict. There may be a little bit of pushback internally regarding these changes that you're going to be making mentally. Um, Maybe for some of you, you can, again, working with affirmations, subliminals can be very helpful for you this year also. Um, but I definitely see you being able to manifest. You got the Ace of Wands and then the Knight of Wands. So I see you being able to manifest money easier, or manifest your needs and desires a lot easier this year, as you continue to shift your mindset. And I feel like I've repeated that so many times, but your spirit guides really wanted to reiterate that. And I'm really drawn to, I don't know if y'all can see this train here. The last train that came by was really, really slow, but this one's going like fast as hell. So I see, especially, and it's funny, you got the Knight of Wands, which Knight of Wands is a very like momentum, like energy building up. So again, I see as you continue to work through the self-limiting beliefs regarding money and finances, the energy is going to be moving very, very quick for you. So whatever like financial abundance you've been manifesting or praying for, asking the universe for, as you continue to work on yourself mentally, and even with the Nine of Swords, kind of working on your nervous system. I see that being a priority for you, is kind of regulating your nervous system this year. And as you continue to work on that, the energy is going to be moving fast as hell for you. And you're going to start to notice it more and more as you continue to work, or kind of move through that energy more and more. So, first half of the year seems, damn, that went by so fast. Oh my God, I'm sorry. As you continue to work on yourself more and more, that first part of the year, I'm seeing the first 3 months. The first 3 months, I definitely see you doing a lot of more inner work, a little bit of shadow work regarding your mindset. What is it called? A wealth mindset, or I think it's called a wealth mindset. As you continue, as you shift into that wealth mindset, things are going to move so fast for you. Energy is going to be moving very fast. You'll do a money candle one day, and then the next day you may have a deposit right in your bank account. Like, that's how fast I see the energy moving for you. Again, as long as you do that inner work, and I kind of hate to give that message. I know a lot of people, listen to these readings and they're like, oh, I just want to be told I'm going to win $1 million. I'm not that kind of reader. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. And what you need to hear is that you have a little bit of um, inner work that could be done regarding your mindset. Now, you can start that today. You can start that right now. Again, working with affirmations. One thing that used to help me a lot was I would write affirmations on like a index card, and I would put it on my bathroom mirror. So that was the first thing that I saw in the mornings, because that's usually my first stop, is the bathroom to wash my face and get ready for the day. So finding little ways to make that easier for you, like posting little post-it notes around your home with little affirmations to it, doing subliminals. I love um, like the little affirmation videos as you go to sleep, like little 8 or 9 hour long videos of just straight up affirmations. I love to do that while I go to sleep also. Um, Things like that to help make that shift a lot cleaner for you and easier and smoother to get that energy flowing. But again, I definitely see this being the outcome of the inner work that you'll be doing that first little couple of months. But again, after that first couple, after you make that shift, you're gonna be manifesting like a fucking beast. Also, one thing Spirit says to be careful of the music that you're listening to, or the entertainment, like the things that you're digesting, as far as like music, TV shows, movies, even food for some of you. Maybe eating more like green foods can help. Um, that's one way to help, um, um, like with your chakras as well, especially your heart chakra. That's really what you want to work on the most when it comes to like manifesting money, is your heart chakra, that giving and receiving energy equally and balanced. That's what you want to work on. So eating like green foods can be helpful for you. Wearing more green clothes. Even red is really good for you also, especially when you have a lot of stress and worries regarding money. You want that more abundant, grounded root chakra type of energy. So working with the color red and green could be helpful for you this year. Work with red or green candles, um, especially when you're working with doing like money manifestation, like spell work. um, a lot of people use green candles for money, but a game changer for me was using red candles, especially as somebody who is learning to regulate their nervous system and learning to be more grounded and stable. Red is really, really great for that. So red foods, green foods. um, why am I saying hot Cheetos? um, but yeah, kind of again, just being more cautious of what you are digesting this year is going to play a big role in that also. So again, just being careful of music. um, they have even music um, that's full of affirmations. Listen to like rich bitch as type of music. Music that makes you feel wealthy, music that makes you feel like the lifestyle that you're wanting to live. um, yeah, yeah, I definitely see a big mindset shift for you. But yeah, Three of Wands here. So a lot of expansion, mental expansion here is going to be very, very significant for you as you go about your year of 2026. Um, but great things I see here. Um, let's get a fortune cookie card for you. I think I got a little time for that. So can I have a fortune for group number 2 regarding their finances and money in the year of 2026? Definitely leaning into your spiritual practices this year is going to be very significant for you. If you've been slacking on that, working with your ancestors or spirit guides, your higher self, this is going to be the year that you're going to have to start taking that more serious and be more consistent with it. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. All right. So you have signs. It says your future positive direction will reveal itself. Any doubts and confusions will soon disappear. So that goes along with what we were talking about in the reading. I definitely see you receiving a lot of signs and synchronicities. Again, that goes with like being careful of what you're digesting, taking in this year. Um, but again, as you continue to do more inner work, I definitely see like your future, like your path becoming a lot more clearer for you, a lot more, um, or you being a lot more positive and optimistic for what the future holds for you, as you continue to do that inner work and that inner healing. Like it says, any doubts and confusion will soon disappear. So, again, you're coming out of this Nine of Swords energy and you're stepping into more of that full energy of, new beginning, looking at life from the eyes of a child, that, you know, creativity, that sunlight, things going well for you. Of course, you're not naive to the dangers of the world, but you're choosing to, you know, again, be more optimistic about life instead of pessimistic and thinking that nothing's going to work out for you, or losing hope, losing direction. Things are going to be looking up for you very, very well for you in the year of 2026. Um, but yeah, group number 2, I think those are all the messages that I'm seeing for y'all. So let me know how this reading resonates for y'all in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I will see you all in my next reading. Peace out. What's good, group number 3? Last but not least, if you were drawn to the third image, this is going to be your reading today on 2026 money predictions for you. So we're going to be getting some messages regarding your money and finances for the upcoming year of 2026. I'll be doing a little series of 2026 predictions. Excuse me. So we'll see what messages want to come through. All right, Spirit guys, this is for group number 3. What do they need to know regarding their finances in 2026? Their monies. There's the energy of momentum. That's so crazy, Spirit. Okay. So what kind of brought that to me, I don't know if y'all can see like the trains back here, but the first train that was going by was going a little bit slow. They're still going a little bit slow. But then just now, this train right here just kind of started to breeze through. So I feel like there's been momentum building regarding a manifestation, specifically a money manifestation of yours. Momentum has been building for that for quite a while. And I feel like in 2026 is going to be the year where it comes into full-fledged fruition for you. So I see whatever it is that you've been manifesting regarding your money, even for some of you, your career, if you've been manifesting like a new job, a career change, a relocation, whatever they may look like for you, a raise, a promotion, um, whatever it is that you've been manifesting regarding your finances and career, I see that coming into fruition for you in the year 2026. It's been a long time coming. But it's been building momentum. It's nothing necessarily that you've done wrong, or like, because like the other two groups, it was kind of some like a more of a lesson for them to learn, something for them to kind of work through. But I feel like for your group, it's more so about divine timing. It just wasn't the right timing for it just yet. um and it and if any lesson there and if there was any lesson that um you had to learn regarding your finances, Seven of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck, it was about patience. Learning to kind of be patient with the universe, allow the universe to work, um, get things, prepared and ready for you. That verse, the Bible verse, I believe it's Psalms 23. I think it's verse 5. Um, it's and thou prepared the table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anoint my head with oil, and my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. But specifically, that first part of thou prepared the table before me in the presence of my enemies. There may have been some people who were doubting you financially, or doubting your path, doubting you in general. And I feel like the reason why that momentum had to kind of build up is because you're going to receive a really big blessing, a really big financial blessing, in the upcoming year. But your spirit guides had to put you in a place to where you were ready to receive it, and also had to like remove certain people out of your life, because there were some people that were not meant to be in your life, um, as you receive this blessing, because it would have, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, it would have fucked up your manifestation. So there were some people that needed to be removed, people that need to be replaced. There needed to be some changes regarding your life. So again, it was all about divine timing. I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune. So divine timing is playing a really big role in your finances here. Um, but again, um, like God is preparing a a feast before you in the presence of your enemies. So everybody who doubted you, everybody who were saying shitty things about you and saying that you weren't going to make it, and any other negative things that people were wishing on your life and your abundance, um, they're about to eat their words this year. So let's see some other messages here, because that's powerful. That's some powerful shit. I'm hearing aha, aha. So I feel like you're gonna you honestly, you may be in a position to like gloat, to be a little prideful, to you know tell people, I told you so, I told you so, I wasn't crazy. Some people made fun of your spirituality, some people made fun of your faith, your hope. A lot of people doubted you. A lot of people talk shit about you behind your back, to your face for some of you. I'm hearing family members, co-workers. Um, I'm hearing ex-friends. A lot of people really, really, really doubted you. Six of Wands. This is going to be a very victorious year for you, group number 3, regarding your finances. You're about to be receiving so much financial abundance here. Is You're not even gonna know what to do with it. So one thing and it's funny, I was doing this just a couple nights ago. I was on Chat GPT, and the prompt that I put in was, when I receive my $1,000,000, give me the first 8 things that I need to do to make sure that I invest I'm investing properly, and I'm able to grow my money more. So maybe doing things like that, that's going to help you manifest much better, because now you're showing the universe, okay, I'm ready for it, but I also know what to do with it when I do get this blessing. So, doing little prompts like that um, will help speed up your manifestation process here. But, bitch, I mean, babe, I'm sorry. I use that word with my friends, and you got a friend in me, group number three. Um, Six of Wands, so much victory, so much success for you financially this year. You won't even know what to do with all this money and all this prosperity that you are about to be receiving. Um, Hold on. Uh, Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You better have some people mad. And I try not to. I don't be delusional or anything. Again, groups one and two was a little bit more like shadow work they needed to do, a little bit more inner work they needed to do. But I feel like for your group, you've done that work. Again, it was all about divine timing and patience. But a lot of people finna be so mad at how they treated you, the things that they said about you. Um, how they kind of fumbled you in their life. A lot of people fumbled you. Um, and a lot of people finna eat their words. You're finna have people like fighting amongst themselves, even groups of people who try to, talk shit on your name, about to be fighting amongst themselves, and may even want to bring conflict to you. So just be careful with that. People who do want to bring conflict to you, or people who, after you receive your blessing, or even right before you receive your blessing, um, people who want to come back into your life or come around you and act all buddy buddy and act all, you know, remember me cousin or remember me friend, things like that. Just be very cautious of people who are trying to enter back into your life, whether before or after the blessing comes in. The Empress here at the bottom of the deck, y'all, this is so much abundance. Um, the word creativity is coming through with this Empress energy. Creativity. I'm hearing creative endeavor. I feel like with um, you may get some abundance regarding a creative endeavor, that may be something that you've already been working on, or something that you will be working on. Something that you will be working on or already working on will bring you a lot of abundance this year. So definitely, tapping into your creative energy this year could be very helpful and significant for you. Let's get some more energies on this money. Like, people really finna eat their words. Wow. Okay. Ooh. So, Page of Wands. There's a lot of wand energy. So, again, wands are about energy, momentum, passion, creativity. Um, so I see this being a year for you to really explore like a creative route. I see you going on a new adventure this year, um, a new self adventure, maybe learning something new, learning a new skill, maybe a new job, a new kind of job, maybe even something that you haven't done before that you may have to learn the ropes. But I definitely see with this page energy, pages are new beginnings. So I definitely see you, receiving some sort of new beginning this year, that is going to spark that passion within you again. It's going to ignite that passion, that motivation, that lust for life again. Um, If you've been feeling a little weighed down or just not really sure what to do, what steps to take, what moves to make, um, I see that um, being answered through whatever new endeavor this is. And with it being wands, it feels like some sort of creative endeavor. And the Empress is really and back again at the bottom of the deck. Why did I hear that vine? Back at it again with the white vans. What is it? Damn, Daniel. So something nostalgic could be significant because this is a child energy with the page. So this is the energy of like a child or teenager, preteen. So maybe something that you used to do like as a child or um, or as a youth could be significant for you this year. Maybe you're something that maybe your child is doing this year, if that resonates for you, could be something bringing in some sort of abundance for you. But yeah, something about your creative endeavors is going to be very significant for you. That may bring you some sort of abundance. What else? Something about writing for somebody. Writing can be significant. Um, Traveling is very significant. That's crazy. I was just talking about traveling, and you got the Wheel of Fortune that came up. And we were just talking about divine timing for your group. So, again, divine timing is very, very significant for your group here, group number 3. Um, Dang. And then the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Y'all got a lot of fire energy here. So, there seems to be a lot of expansion happening. And I can't make this up. Underneath the Three of Wands is the Six of Cups. So this is that nostalgic energy I was picking up on. What is it? Energy or what is that spirit with this I see you viewing the world in a very childlike perspective with a very childlike perspective. Um I feel like you're going to be able to be a lot or be able to have a lot more fun, be more playful, or you're being called to do that, like bring more playfulness into your life. Um, I got thirsty. Something about being childish. You may even find yourself being more childish this year. Um, but no, that's divinely guided. So really listen to your intuition, which I feel like is not a problem for you. Um, I feel like you kind of naturally listen to your intuition or naturally listen to your instincts. I feel like that's one of your really strongest gifts. You're a very intuitive individual. Um, but I feel like you may have quite a bit of moments or instances in this year where you're kind of being guided to do things or maybe go back to things. Listen to that because you may, like, let's say you used to play a certain instrument growing up, but you may not have played that instrument in years. You may be called to, buy that instrument again and start playing it again, or take lessons on it again. Um, or let's say as a kid you used to watch a certain movie or TV show, you may be called to, watch those movies or TV shows again. But I feel like as you watch those things, you'll be receiving messages, receiving downloads because you'll be in that pure energy of, like, again, that childlike energy. So your inner child is going to be very significant for you this year. Maybe doing some more inner child healing this year could be helpful for you. Um, for some of you, you may even be called to work with youth or work with kids this year, whether it's like actual career move or maybe volunteering. But something about children is very significant for you this year, whether it's your kids or, other kids working, volunteering. Um, Something about a shelter could be significant here also. Um, but yeah, I definitely see you just kind of having fun this year, traveling and going to see the world. Three of Wands is, again, more travel energy here. So travel is going to be very, very significant for you, but you're going to have the finances and the resources to be able to do so. I feel like that's not going to be a problem for you. Um, but again, you may be called to travel more. Maybe you haven't traveled or gone on an actual relaxing vacation in such a long time. You may even be called with that Three of Wands energy. You may be called to travel, um, maybe across seas somewhere, like out of the country. Um, do that. Go get that passport ready and go travel. Matter of fact, go ahead and get your passport like now, because you're about to be traveling and seeing the world more. You're about to have the time and resources to do so. I don't know what it is that's coming in. For some of you, this could be an influx of money. For others of you, this could be a new job. Maybe your job requires you to travel. Something about a flight attendant for somebody here also. But something's coming in this year. Spirit's being a little bit vague, but something's coming in this year that's going to allow you time to travel and see the world more. Um, that's crazy. You have the Four of Wands, so more wand energy, but then you have the Emperor came out, and then underneath the bottom of the deck again is the Empress. So some of you, you're coming into union with somebody this year. If you're single, you're coming into a union. And if this is not romantic, because some of you may already be in a relationship, if this is not romantic, this is a some sort of business partnership. So some of you, you may even be getting in a relationship to where your partner is providing for you. They're taking care of the bills and shit for you. You may be able to cut back to part-time and have that other time to just do whatever the hell else you want to do, or just not have to work at all. So some of you, this blessing could come in the form of a marriage, a partnership, a relationship that allows you that time and finances and resources to be able to take more time to travel, to go do the things that you want to do, and overall pour into your passions. Some of you may want to build your own business. You may just kind of want to, work on your passions in life and make money that way without have the stress of having to pay bills and, things of that sort. Maybe your partner is getting a promotion that will allow you to, take time off and, you know, again, like pour into your passions here or pour into your own business or entrepreneurship. But that's crazy that you got this marriage energy that came up here. So again, many of you, this could be some type of partnership to where you're not having to worry about, working for finances or for bills. You're actually able to, spend more time on doing things that you want to do and traveling and just kind of getting out there in the world. Interesting energy. I love that. Hell, I'm manifesting that for myself because I'm tired of working a 9 to 6. Like, I want this type of energy right here. So I'm manifesting this for myself this year. A nice provider so I don't have to work. I can just do whatever the fuck I want to do in life. And somebody who's going to support you also. I see you attracting a support system. Somebody who's going to truly support you, take care of you, and treat you the way that you deserve to be treated. All right, but group number... Wait. Let me get y'all a fortune cookie. I got the other groups one. Let me get y'all one. This is for group number 3. Can we get a fortune cookie for 2026? Okay. Y'all, I can't make this shit up. The future. Can y'all read this? Can you read that? What this shit say? You may travel or host an overseas traveler soon. Either way, great social fun awaits. So again, big travel energy for y'all this year. And then underneath the deck here, you have commitment. it says a commitment is indicated around love or business. It will make you feel better. I can't make this shit up. That's why I love to pull on camera. But you got travel and love and business that came up. Just exactly what we've been talking about this whole reading. I'm gonna leave it there because that's pretty self-explanatory. But group number 3, these are all the messages that I'm seeing for y'all. So let me know how this reading resonates for you in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I will see you in my next reading. Peace out.